Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're talking about a major financial storyline unfolding right here in America, impacting one of our most recognizable corporate giants, McDonald's. For a full week from June 24th through June 30th, this fast food behemoth is staring down the barrel of a nationwide boycott. You might be asking why, and more importantly, what this means for the company's bottom line, its stock, and what it signals about the power of consumer action in our economy. Let's break down exactly what's happening, why it's significant, and what to watch for as this situation develops. This isn't just a spontaneous outcry, it's a meticulously organized campaign spearheaded by the People's Union USA, a grassroots advocacy group that has been actively pushing for what they call economic resistance, corporate accountability, and real justice for the working class. This group, led by founder John Schwartz, has already targeted other household names like Walmart, Target, and Amazon this year, making this McDonald's boycott part of a broader economic blackout tour. Schwartz has openly stated that corporations need to finally pay their fair share of federal income taxes and stop lobbying against wage increases, emphasizing that economic resistance is working and that these companies are feeling it. So, why McDonald's specifically? The People's Union USA has laid out a series of powerful accusations that resonate deeply with many American consumers. First and foremost, they're calling out McDonald's for what they term tax avoidance and exploitation of tax loopholes. The group alleges that McDonald's benefits from loopholes and offshore tax havens, allowing them to pay a fraction of what they should in taxes, while their own minimum wage employees often pay more in effective taxes than the multi-billion-dollar corporation they work for. This isn't a new issue for the company. In 2022, McDonald's reportedly paid $1.3 billion to settle a tax dispute in France over allegations it illegally diverted income to other countries. Beyond taxes, the People's Union USA accuses McDonald's of consistently prioritizing profit over people, community, and truth. This manifests in several ways, according to the group. They claim McDonald's engages in, quote, price gouging, dramatically raising menu prices in recent years, even as they rake in record profits. For the average American family feeling the pinch of inflation, this particular accusation hits home hard. Furthermore, the group states that McDonald's has a long history of anti-union tactics, silencing employees, and avoiding accountability, often using franchise loopholes to dodge direct responsibility while actively lobbying against higher wages and benefits for workers. While McDonald's did pledge in a 2019 letter that it would not oppose minimum wage increases at federal, state, or local levels, organizers contend that actions speak louder than promises. Another key grievance highlighted by the boycotters is McDonald's alleged performative DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, claiming there's no meaningful change despite public-facing initiatives. Critics point to internal changes made in January, where McDonald's reportedly dropped aspirational representation goals, stopped external diversity surveys, and even changed the name of its diversity team to the Global Inclusion Team. This comes at a time when many American consumers are increasingly scrutinizing corporate stances on social and ethical issues. Beyond these core reasons, the People's Union USA also lists accusations of McDonald's supporting political figures who allegedly threaten democracy and exploiting global supply chains and environmental loopholes, linking their supply chain to deforestation, poor labor conditions, and unsustainable agricultural practices. It's a comprehensive list of criticisms aimed at shifting consumer spending and pressuring the company to change its practices. It's also important to note that McDonald's has been facing a separate boycott since late 2023, led by the pro-Palestinian Boycott, Divestment, and Sanctions movement due to alleged ties to military actions in Gaza, adding another layer of pressure to the company. Now, let's talk about the potential financial impact, because that's what we focus on here. This boycott comes at a particularly sensitive time for McDonald's and its stock. In May, the fast food giant reported its first quarter revenue at $5.96 billion, which was down 3.5% from the year before, and earnings per share of $2.67, down 1% year over year. Its U.S. comparable sales decreased by 3.6% year over year, contributing to a 3% year over year decline in operating income, and customer visits fell by 2.6%. The company's stock, McDonald's, MCD, hit a record high of $326 in March, but has since fallen 10% in the past month, with analysts already downgrading the company's shares following that first quarter earnings report. McDonald's CEO Chris Kempcheski acknowledged the challenging environment in May, stating that consumers were grappling with uncertainty and that the company entered 2025 knowing it would be a challenging time for the QSR industry due to macroeconomic uncertainty and pressures weighing on the consumer. He also mentioned that geopolitical tensions added to the economic uncertainty and dampened consumer sentiment more than we expected. A week-long protest, while potentially not inflicting a long-term damage, could certainly, quote, dent the company's upcoming second quarter financial results, which are scheduled for release on August 4th. Wall Street analysts are concerned that if consumer support for the boycott grows and it extends beyond a week, McDonald's could face a more significant and lasting brand crisis. We've seen similar situations with other major retailers like Target, which has been facing an ongoing boycott since February, impacting its first quarter performance. It's also worth noting the specific industry impact. McDonald's is the largest beef purchaser in the United States, consuming an estimated 800 million pounds annually, translating to roughly 2.2 million pounds of beef per day across its global locations. This boycott could therefore have ripple effects on beef and pork demand in the days ahead. As of now, McDonald's has not issued a public statement in response to this particular boycott. The broader context here is a growing trend of consumers protesting with their wallets. A recent survey revealed that 53% of Americans said they are less likely to buy products or use services from a company if it takes a stand on an issue they disagree with. The People's Union USA describes itself as building a people-powered force aimed at taking power back from the corporations, the billionaire class, and the political parasites that have been feeding off our work, our wages, and our rights for too long. And this isn't the end of the road for these organized actions. The People's Union USA has already announced additional boycotts planned for the summer. They're calling for an economic blackout on July 4th, followed by a month-long boycott of Starbucks, Amazon, and Home Depot throughout July. Then, in August, McDonald's will once again be a target alongside Walmart and Lowe's, signaling that these are ongoing campaigns designed to maintain pressure on major corporations. We'll be keeping a close eye on this situation, and we'll update you as more information becomes available. Thanks for tuning in, and make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more crucial insights into the financial world. We'll see you next time.